know. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, you need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions.
And it's a Friday. Time now for Home Repairs and Solutions with Mark and Mary. Brought to you by Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Amana dealer. And now they are, your hosts, Mary Pearson and Mark Withers. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Dan.
Morning, Dan.
Beautiful day out there.
It is. It's a wonderful day. It's good to be here, but it's always good to be here. We love that Friday mornings here.
Yes, we do.
We always have a good time.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we have a great show today.
Yes, we do. This is a girls' show today. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy and...
You never just sit back and be quiet,
now,
Mark.
Now, how many times do I get to be in a studio with beautiful women? And, and what we're going to talk about is fantastic anyhow. So, hey, you all just have at it.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's right.
That's true. Well, our special guest today, we have the ladies from the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks back with us. They were on the show earlier with us, and we have Margene and Crystal today. So welcome, ladies.
Well, thanks, Mary.
One of the reasons why we wanted to bring them back on the show today is some people know this, some people don't, but October starts the beginning of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It does.
So we thought this would be a great time to have you ladies back, let everyone know what's going on in the community. You guys have so much going on this month, lots of events, lots of things people can get involved with. And another reason, a real important reason we have you guys on the show today is a lot of our listeners know that our company Spring Mountain Air did a fundraiser for you guys this summer, and we have a check for you today. So I'm excited about that. What we did is, for those who don't know we were doing that, is we took a percentage of all of our service calls, all of our repair tickets, and all of our change-out tickets, and set that aside as a donation for you guys and for your foundation. So I will give you that. We'll start with that. We'll just get this kicked off and just give you some money because that's what it's all about. But we were able to raise $3,165 for you guys.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
So I want to say a thank you to all of our clients. Without our clients, this wouldn't have been possible. And without our great staff and our employees, Wayne and Shane, they're our install team. We have Steve and Nathan's, it's our service techs and our sales technicians. And they just did a great job in promoting you guys for our company. So I want to say thank you to them as well. They went out, they wore the pink bands, and we put the ribbons on our vehicles, and we put it on our invoices, and they really promoted what we were trying to do for you guys. So I'm real proud of our people who work for us, and I'm real proud of our clients who helped us out with that. So,
and I can say on a personal level that you guys did an amazing job when my air conditioning went out at about 100 degrees.
Well, thank you.
So I was very appreciative.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how we're going to start the show. So you can just do whatever you need to do with that. I'll just keep that in your capable hands, the money part of it, and we'll proceed on from there. But
we appreciate your help so much, and as you know, Mary, every dollar of this stays local. It will help someone right here in the Ozarks who's going through breast cancer treatment right now, or help with screening mammograms, any number of things, but it's all right here in the Ozarks. So we appreciate it so very much.
Well, and that's one of the reasons we picked you guys, because kind of like our show, we try to get local businesses on the show, and we like to promote things that keep the money local. So that was something that really attracted us to you guys, as well as we had a client in common that kind of got us together.
Right.
And I want kudos to her for that too, because without that I would have never met you guys, and this wouldn't have happened. And you guys have become good friends, and I've just really enjoyed working with you guys this summer. So
we feel the same way.
Oh, thanks. Anyway, all right, now that we got all out of the way,
Mark,
why don't you? Here, Mark's just sitting here smiling.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Mark wants to get onto the fun part here.
Well, hey,
the fun part is what you just did. My hats off to you guys at Spring Mountain Air, because that is fantastic.
Absolutely.
It's tremendous.
I mean,
Well, thanks. And,
I'm proud to be associated with such good people.
Well, thanks. And what we might ought to do is we might just throw out a challenge to all the other heat and air conditioning companies. Maybe you should find a local charity that you could support, and maybe find a way to give back as well. And I don't know if some of them are. Maybe they are. I haven't heard about them. But if you're not, you might want to think about it and put it in your budget for next year, and do something to promote something local.
Well, I think it's very important that any business support its local organizations, just like you guys. Sometimes we tend to forget that it's the local people really that counts, that puts money in our pocket. Just like Spring Mountain Air, you guys are local. We tend to, when we go out and we shop and buy our everyday things, we go to businesses that sometimes do not support our local economy, so to speak.
That's correct.
And it's very important, I think, that we try to do that and support the local businesses. I've always been really partial to Herman Lumber. And back years ago, they sponsored this program.
Absolutely.
Good local people. And I know there's a lot of other really good local businesses that provide some great services. And if we can get all those businesses like that to support local organizations just like you guys, well, I think it's very important.
Yep, I do
That's
too.
a very good suggestion. There are a lot of grassroots organizations that are putting resources right back in the community, so that that your marketing budget or your charitable funding does stay in the community and keeps the world going round. So.
That's right. Absolutely does. So 862-9977, 1-800-375-0056 are the numbers to call in. We'll talk about anything today. We will.
Yeah. We will. Whatever you have in mind, whatever you want to talk about. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you girls an opportunity to talk about all the events you have going on this month. I know you've been working on it really hard in September to get all this put together, and you have got a jam-packed October.
We do, and we are so excited about it. There's just something for everybody. It's a lot of fun around BCFO in October.
I'll bet it is. Well, you have stuff starting even tomorrow. Isn't that right?
We do. We've got a couple of things going on tomorrow.
What's going on?
Well, tomorrow is the kickoff for Barnyard Days in Neosho, Missouri. It will be October the 1st and the 2nd. On the 1st, we'll be out there from 9 to 6 at the Circle R Ranch in Neosho. And then on Sunday, we'll be out there from 9 to 4. And it's a lovely arts and crafts show and also live entertainment. There are different things going on with horseback riding and different kids' rides. This year, there's a new element to it. We're having a huge chili cook-off. And,
how
that'll be
fun.
Lots of fun. If you like chili, you can come out and taste some of the best. This is a competitive event, and it'll be Saturday afternoon.
Great. So what's the cost to get in?
It's pretty reasonable. It's $5 for adults, and kids 14 and under get in free. We also have a $1 off coupon online, so you can go to bcfo.org and download that and get a little discount there.
Wow, that sounds like fun, and I think it's going to be beautiful weather for that this weekend.
We ordered it up
think
special.
so, yeah.
Well, good job, ladies.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I
we
need
all
that
appreciate
too.
that. Yeah, good job.
Oh, I definitely need the good weather this weekend.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't you starting to move or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This evening starting to move, and you just went through that.
We already did.
Yeah, you already moved.
We're
so
done.
You're done, and I'm
We're
just
done.
starting.
Yeah.
So,
It's a lot of work.
yeah.
It is a lot of work. When you've lived somewhere for 22 years, there's a lot of stuff.
Oh, my
There it
goodness.
is.
And
Yeah.
when you have to pack it up, it really seems like more than it probably is.
Yeah, then it's even worse. But anyway.
A few years ago, I was moving, and my brother, he was helping me, and it came down to the very last load. And we loaded the pickup up, and no doubt, we was both laughing because it looked like Sanford and Son going down the street. And he said, he came up with a good one. He said, the very last load, you should just take straight to the dump because it's normally always old junk that's left anyhow that you don't
I
need. And he said, if
concur.
you would do that every time you moved, eventually you would get rid of all that
You would
stuff.
have a streamlined life.
Yep, that's right.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. And in the process of doing all that, we were able to actually donate a lot of stuff locally as well. We took 2 truckloads of stuff to the Missouri Hotel.
Oh, my goodness.
Lots of coats, blankets, bedding, When you move to half the size house that you're in now, you have a lot of extra stuff.
Oh yeah.
And took a lot of stuff to the DAV store. So, there's lots of places around that, if you're moving or just cleaning out, some people do fall cleaning. If you're going through stuff and cleaning stuff out, the stuff that was just junk, we just threw away. But we had some nice things that after our kids went through and did their shopping, the stuff that was left, we donated. So there's lots of programs out there, a lot of people locally that could use all kinds of assistance. So you might want to keep that in mind as well.
That's a good idea.
I guarantee you, I can go to the Goodwill or the DAV, and I can find so many of my clothes there because whether we're moving or not, my wife, I'll come up missing something, and I'm like, where is this at? Oh, I don't know, and I know if I go to the Goodwill, I'll find what I had. Yeah, I'll find my stuff.
She doesn't like that on you, Mark.
No, and she doesn't ask. She just does.
It just moves on.
Yeah.
She's probably doing you a favor, Mark.
Probably
That's funny.
so, more than likely.
My husband's out of town right now, and I myself dropped a load of his lovely shirts off yesterday. I'm telling on myself. So,
Okay,
hey,
okay, wives. There
all you
go.
girlfriends out there,
There you
don't you
go.
tell.
Oh.
We do that, though.
Oh yeah.
And that's
We do.
okay. That's okay. That's good. You're helping everybody out that way. So after this weekend, I know that next weekend is your stuff mostly just on the weekends, or do you have stuff during the week as well?
We have some things during the week. Tonight, we actually have a Candy Coburn is coming out to Bumsteads in Nixa and is going to be performing there. And
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
Friday. Well, I guess sort of a weekend, Friday
Yeah.
night
Yeah,
activity.
yeah.
You bet.
And then we have things that go on all month long. One of those is the Tanker promotion, where you can go down to Tanker Outlets, you buy a $1 coupon, the dollar comes back to the foundation, and then you get 25% off of a single item at participating stores.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
That includes direct tools for all you guys out there that are thinking you might need some new power tools around the house this time of year, and then also Coach for all you ladies that might need a new handbag.
Ooh.
25% off. That's
You have my
getting
attention.
serious. Absolutely. And then the Pink Ribbon Bagel promotion is another one. Panera every year makes the cherry vanilla bagel in the shape of the ribbon for just
that's
to
cool.
celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And then they give us 50 cents out of every single Pink Ribbon Bagel that they sell.
Wow.
Now they do that for the whole month?
They do it through the 15th.
Through the 15th, starting tomorrow, I guess.
Exactly. And then
Wow.
on the 10th, 100% of the proceeds will come to the Breast Cancer Foundation.
From the bagel sales?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So the promotion runs from the 1st to the 15th, and then on the 10th, 100% of the proceeds come to us.
Wow. That's great. And they have good food. I like Panera. So
They definitely do.
They do. So all you bagel fans, make sure you get a bagel at Panera.
The bagels are delicious.
Oh yeah,
Great.
They are. They're wonderful. And then I know next Friday, I'm excited about this because I'm going to go to this event, the Hooked on Dance that you have going
Yes.
on. I am so excited to be able to attend that this year. So tell us a little bit about how that works and what that's about.
We're thrilled to death that you're coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a super fun weekend planned that weekend, but it all kicks off with Hooked on Dance. This is the 11th year for our big annual gala, and this year it will raise about half of the revenue that we generate over the course of a year that supports our programs and services. It's
That's
huge.
great.
About 1,000 people come out, and it's a big party with a live auction, and then we've got members only performing as the band that night. Just a really, really great event, and a lot of folks come out for that and show their support.
Wow. See, I am so excited. I've never got to come to that. So
We're just
my
glad
husband
you're
and I
coming.
are
It's
coming.
going to be fun.
I'm going to get my husband in a suit.
Woo-hoo.
Paul's gonna wear a suit.
Oh my goodness! I'll send you a
man.
picture.
Yes,
Maybe I'll
I've got
post
to
it on
see that.
Facebook.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We think you should post it on Facebook.
You think I should?
Yes, yes.
You won't recognize him in a suit. He looks really good, actually, in a suit.
Don't you
So-
love that? That's why women love galas.
That's right.
It is.
So you can
we
dress
we
your
get
men
to
up
dress
and
our men up.
They look all just handsome and
That's right.
debonair and all that stuff.
We
And
love it.
So so I'm excited because I get to see him in a suit, and some good friends are coming with us. So some good
Fun.
friends, she loves to dance, so it should be a fun time.
It'll
That's
be a
great.
perfect
You'll
fit.
have a perfect evening.
Yeah, I think it'll be exciting. So do you have do you have all that you can take for the dance, or do you have some tickets available, or where are you at on
We
that?
have about 3 tables left,
About
and
3 tables.
then it will be sold out. And the tickets on this one are a little pricey. It's about $750 per couple, but it is again our largest fundraiser. And if anyone is interested in learning more about that, they're welcome to give me a call at 417-862-3838. We can talk about what's involved with it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think for someone who's looking for something really fun and exciting to do, that would be a great thing to do next weekend. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, we'll have a good time.
I'm sure we
Raise
will.
a lot of money for the cause. so
There you
it'll be
go.
fun.
There
That's
you
right.
go. Do you know about how many women that you've helped this year? I just threw that out there. I didn't know if you have that on top of your head or not, but
Actually, what I have on the top of my head is how many women we helped in 2010.
okay.
And last year, there were 248 families that went through our financial assistance program.
Okay.
In those 248 families, there were 115 children.
Oh my goodness.
That surprises a lot of people because people think that breast cancer impacts our grandmas. But
Yeah.
no, it's our disease. It affects women, some as young as their 20s. That is more rare, fortunately, but 20s, 30s, on up. And we've had patients who've accessed our programs as young as their 20s and as old as their 90s. So it's just across the map. We also provide free screening mammograms. Last year there were over 300 screening mammograms provided. This year we're on target for over 400.
Wow, that's great.
So every
That's
year
great.
it seems like the word gets out a little bit more and more people are aware of the services and are able to access those.
That's great. Well, I know it's not just, you don't just help the patient, but you do a lot for the families as well, which I think maybe some people don't realize. You're talking about the number of children that this impacts as well. And I know that you have programs set up for children for different things too, of families that are struggling with this. So, that might be something maybe some people weren't aware of before, but I think that your program for your children is wonderful. The things you can do
It
to help
is.
them as well. So,
Yes. We have a children's fund that helps to take care of the children and the families of the people that are going through treatment for breast cancer. And what that looks like is we help with the school items, back to school type items for the children, or birthday or Christmas, things of that nature. Some of the kids are taking guitar lessons or piano lessons, and they've been in those, and it's offered them an opportunity to continue on with those lessons when the family might not otherwise be able to afford to do that at that time. So it's really a great program, and it does really help the family's children. And we did a birthday party for a patient that has 4 children, and we had a birthday party for the children. They were triplets.
Oh,
and
my
had a
goodness.
birthday party for them, and that was it's a really great cause. It's a really great piece of what we do.
So if someone wants to donate, they can actually specify that money goes to the children's fund. Isn't
Yes,
that
they
correct?
can. Uh-huh.
Okay, I thought so. So, if there's something specific that you want to donate to, and not just give general funds, you can request that as well
Exactly.
with your foundation.
Okay.
Well, I'd like for you to, for the folks who didn't get to hear the program last time you were all here, tell us a little bit about the background of the organization, how it got started, and the fact that it does stay local and everything.
Well, Mark, we are 11 years old in 2011. We were founded in 2000 by Mary Beth O'Reilly, who lost a dear friend of hers at the age of 32 to breast cancer. One of the things that she realized is that the struggle of a young woman going through this disease is a little different than what most people might perceive the challenges to be. These folks, they've got kids in the home, they're working, trying to manage cancer treatment while staying employed, and it can certainly be a handful. Mary Beth got together with some of her dear friends, and they put together a little pool of money. They went around to various charities and tried to talk someone else into making sure these funds would stay right here in the Ozarks to help women who are going through cancer right now. And she couldn't twist anyone's arm into getting that accomplished, and she did what she had to do, which was founded Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. And that very first year, I've looked at those numbers. You know, we had a little handful of patients. I think they put about $30,000 or $40,000 back on the ground to, I don't know, just a small number of patients. And every single year, our programs and services have grown until now, as we said, 248 families in a year. And I believe we will exceed that number this year.
Right.
You know, in some ways that's a good thing because it means that the services are getting out there. And in some ways it's very sad because this disease is so prevalent and has creates a hardship for so many families.
Right.
So we're appreciative of the help that you guys have offered to us today, and also to be able to get the word out so that if anyone out there is listening and they know of someone that's going through treatment for breast cancer, trust me on this. Most people have a financial hardship when they're going through cancer treatment. So don't assume anybody's okay. Just share the good word that these resources are available and give them an opportunity to get some financial relief.
How many county area do you all cover that you consider the Ozarks?
Our official county count is 31 now, and it extends over past Joplin into Kansas and Oklahoma, touches down a little bit into Arkansas, and all the way back over to past West Plains and Lebanon on the other side.
Okay, so you cover quite a big area then.
Yeah, it's grown quite a bit in the last few years. We try to cover the service areas of the hospitals that we do mammography contracting with.
Right.
And we include people from out of those areas if they're getting treatment at one of our contract facilities. So, you know, we try to be more inclusive rather than exclusive.
Right. At what age do you recommend a woman have a mammogram?
The current recommendation by the American Cancer Society is an annual mammogram starting at age 40 and every single year thereafter. There's been some controversy about this, but just to clarify, it is 40 and every year afterward. Sometimes it's appropriate for a woman to start earlier than that. If someone has a strong family history of breast cancer, or they have a family member that was diagnosed relatively young, if it's a first-line relative, like, say, your mama or your sister, your doctor may recommend for you to start 10 years earlier than their age of diagnosis. So, for example, if your mother was diagnosed at 35, a doctor might recommend that someone's daughter start at age 25.
Right.
And that seems really young for that, but it's something you'd want to talk to your physician about because, you know, you just want to be vigilant about this.
Sure. And like you were saying earlier, you know, we're starting to hear this affect more and more at a younger age. It doesn't just target one age group. It seems like it's all. You know,
age is a risk factor, and the older you get, the more likely you are to be diagnosed. However, you're right. There are an awful lot of young people that are affected with it these days.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're at break time now, so we're going to take a quick break and be right back at you here in just a few minutes.
From the Ozarks News Network, here's your 10:30 report. Missouri State University is looking for ways to increase enrollment. In his State of the University address, the university's interim president blames the tough economy, growing tuition, and the appeal of community colleges with MSU's slumping enrollment. Accused Arizona shooter Jared Loeffner will spend more time at the Federal Medical Center in Springfield. A judge in Arizona ordered him back for more treatment so he can be made mentally competent to stand trial. Loeffner is accused of killing 6 people and wounding 13 more, including Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. Springfield's police department will be adding 5 new officers thanks to a federal community-oriented policing grant. The department is one of 7 in the state and 238 across the county to receive the grant. Police are unable to identify the body found in Lake Springfield. A fisherman found the body. The Springfield Police Department is investigating the death of that man. Investigators say there are no signs of foul play, but they are treating the death as suspicious. I'm Jamie Turner reporting for the Ozarks News Network.
Well, I went down to the hardware store to see my old friend Bob. I said my roof it leaks, my rug's a mess, and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, "You need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house. They'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home Repairs and Solutions.
And we welcome you back to Home Repairs and Solutions with Mark and Mary, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Amana dealer. Once again, here are Mary Pearson and Mark Withers and their guests for today.
Thank you, Dan.
And welcome back, everyone.
Thanks.
Something that I bet you'll get involved with is we'll bring up one of their events that I know you're excited about.
Yes.
You've already got your sign-up forms and you're
That's
getting
right.
ready to go. What is this called again now, ladies?
It's called Cruising for Cleavage.
Cruising for Cleavage.
Mhm.
That's why
Yeah.
Mark's all excited here.
right.
He's going to get all involved in this thing with his little Harley and go
That's
on a
right.
ride.
Yeah.
When-
That's awesome.
And when is that coming up now?
It is October 15th. And Mary, it is a motorcycle antique car show ride. And it starts at Christensen Transportation at 10 o'clock. There are registration forms online at bcfo.org. And the ride is approximately 55 miles long for the motorcycles and much shorter for the cars in case they don't want to put additional miles on the cars, but they're welcome to do the longer ride if they wish.
Okay, sure. Well, that sounds like something fun. Now, I haven't heard of someone combining motorcycles and antique cars before. Is this the first time you've combined them, or do you always combine them?
This is actually the first time we've had this event.
Oh, okay.
You know, there have been a group of folks that are affiliated with the foundation that have always wanted to have a motorcycle rally. And then
Okay.
there were a couple of folks that were affiliated with them that said, well, you're going to exclude us? That just doesn't seem right. And then before you know it, we had cars and motorcycles together. The more
this
the
will
merrier.
be fun.
And it's a poker run, which
Okay.
I wasn't really that familiar with, but it sounds like a lot of fun where you have a card when you start out, and at each stop, there are stops along the way, you draw a card and that gets marked on your tally card. And at the end, where they meet at Fusion, at the very end, then the cards are all tallied, and there will be a prize for the best guy's hand, the best girl's hand, the worst guy's hand, and the worst girl's hand, and the best breast cancer survivor hand.
Oh, wow.
So
That sounds like a lot of fun.
it will
Oh,
be.
yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So, I guess they'll see you out there on that one, huh?
I'm sure, and me, hopefully me and my my radio partner, riding partner, bluegrass partner, Gene.
There you
Hopefully,
go.
him and I have a few other biker friends that we're just going to try to twist their arm and
There you
get
go.
them to come. That'd
And
be a
that'll
fun
be
day.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We've ordered beautiful weather for that weekend as well.
Okay, perfect.
Just so you
See,
know.
it's all good. It's all good.
Well, see, that's great because, we usually always talk about what I got going on music-wise. Well, that Friday, the 14th, we're having our big Gobs concert on that Friday
Yes,
night.
you are.
So that'll work perfect. So we got our weekend planned now. We hear some good bluegrass on Friday night. Ride the bikes for a great cause on Saturday.
There you go.
What more could you ask for?
Life is good.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
And there will be a band as well. The Dropouts are playing
Oh, at
at
the.
Fusion.
Oh, okay. Where everyone ends up then. So
Right.
everyone ends up at the same place. Now they probably do they travel the same? Probably not. You have the cars going on one.
Correct. There's two different routes.
Two different routes, okay.
Correct.
Yeah, but if you're a car, you can take the longer route if you choose
If you would like to. Sometimes they don't like to put that many miles on their cars.
On their
and
older
so
cars
we
and
understand
stuff,
that
yeah.
and appreciate that, and they can just make that decision.
Wow. Okay. I
So-
think that would be a blast.
Yeah, the ride starts at Christensen Transportation
Correct.
and it ends at Fusion. Where's Fusion at?
Fusion is, you know what, Mark? I don't.
I
have
put you on the spot, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I
I'm
do not
sorry.
have the address for that.
Okay.
I apologize, but I am happy to give that if anybody needs it. If they'd like to call 417-862-3838,
Okay. Great.
Yeah, or if they want to sign up, that you said that they can do that on the website
they can. The
Okay.
registration forms are on our website.
for all of your events. I'm guessing probably.
Yes, if there's a registration form required,
Okay.
they will be on our website. There's a tab on our website called Events.
Okay. And they can just click on that and find out everything that we're talking about, what's going on, when, and if they want to participate, how they need to go about doing that, or
Correct.
volunteering. Speaking of volunteering, we were talking about that a little bit before the show. It takes a lot of volunteers to put this month on, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
I'll bet it does. What if someone, maybe they don't have a motorcycle or an old car, or they don't want to dance or whatever, but they would like to help out. How
Oh,
can they
gosh.
get a hold of you guys to volunteer for some of these events you're putting on?
We would love to have additional volunteers to help with all of the different activities we have going on during the month. And if they would just like to call 862-3838, they can share a little bit about what they're interested in doing. Right now, the big push is to help volunteer at events. It might be anything from running a registration table to being a part of this rally. There are just a lot of different options. So the other thing we have going on for volunteers is every time someone volunteers during the month of October, they get entered to win a weekend trip to Big Cedar Lodge.
Oh, my goodness.
We really do appreciate our volunteers, and we want to make it more fun for them. So there's a little added incentive. And, of course, it comes with the T-shirt. You can't volunteer at BCFO without getting the T-shirt.
That's true,
so.
and I already have the T-shirt, so I'm good with the T-shirt there. But so anyone who'd like to just get involved, kind of find out a little bit more about the foundation, how they operate, what's going on, and become a part of it, that's a great way to do it as well. So give these folks a call if you want to jump in and do something like that.
Well, thank you.
I haven't seen your calendar yet. I don't know what else you have going on that you might want to get out today that people might be interested in.
Well, Mary, we have a couple other events that are going along on the same days, matter of fact. On October 8th, we have the Sunshine Run, and also Paint the Landing Pink down at the Branson Landing. And at the end of Saturday evening at Paint the Landing Pink, Candy Coburn starts a concert at 7 p.m.
Okay, and she's going to be just out there probably by the fountains or something, I'm guessing, maybe?
Yes, that's exactly right. She'll be set up out at the concert area in the center of the landing, right there in front of the fountains, and she is very excited. She's excited to put on a good show for the foundation. She's actually donating her time to do this.
That's
Wow,
great.
that's great.
That's
Pretty
great.
fabulous. She's a good lady, and the tickets are actually a $10 donation. And you can call and reserve your seats. We've only got 400 of them, so we expect this to sell
my
out.
goodness. Yeah.
If that's something you're interested in, touch base with us, and we'll put your name down.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now the Pink at the Landing. Now, what again does that actually involve? What do people get if they go down there and want to participate in that event?
We have an all-day event going on. We'll be down there first thing in the morning. We've got a big silent auction going down in front of the concert area. And then a lot of different stores on the landing are participating with different promotions. For example, Brighton has the Power of Pink bracelet, and every time that store sells one of those bracelets, the foundation receives $10 from it. Different stores are selling Mr. Mike's peanut brittle, bracelets, t-shirts, and just doing all sorts of promotions that benefit the foundation. In October, I don't know if you've noticed how much pink product there is
Yes,
out there, but at the landing, a lot of this is coming back to the foundation to stay local. So it'll just be a good day to come be a part of it. We've got a bounce house set up for the kids, and face painting, and just all kinds of different things going on.
So a great way to just spend a day, have some fun, maybe do a little Christmas shopping or something. I know that some people do that starting in October. Some people do that all year.
You
not
know
me.
what? It will be
But
here before you know it.
I know
wow,
it
it
will.
will, yeah.
But it might be a good opportunity to just have a good day down there, have a little bit of fun, get a little bit of shopping out of the way, help out a great cause, and listen to a great concert.
Heck yeah.
And Mark, I do have that address for cruising for cleavage.
Okay.
It at the Fusion Bar and Grill, 2609 North Kansas Expressway in Springfield.
There we go.
There
Okay.
you go. I haven't been there, but sounds like a good landing spot.
We
Yeah.
think it'll be fun.
I think it will be too. Our number here is if you want to give us a call and talk about anything, ask these gals a question about what's going on, is 862-9977 or 1-800-375-0056.
We'll talk about anything, This is a little bit different program than what we normally have, but I think
is.
this is very important because a great organization that everybody needs to support.
Absolutely.
Whether you dance or you ride a motorcycle, get out and support BCFO.
There you go.
Well, we sure appreciate it. I love the name of your show, Home Repairs and Solutions. Well, when breast cancer enters a family, it certainly needs a repair and a solution.
Sure.
And,
Absolutely.
it affects everybody in the home. So
Yeah.
we feel like it's kind of related.
Well, it really is. And when you have a home that is devastated with such an illness, hey, the repairs and stuff around the house kind of takes, the back burner.
That's right.
Things don't always happen. So, if we can help point you to the direction of somebody that can help you out with some of those repairs while, your family member, whoever may be going through a terrible time with, the breast cancer, hey, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to help.
Absolutely, yes, we will.
We sure appreciate it.
Something else that we haven't touched on, and I know we kind of talked about a little bit the last time you guys were here, this just doesn't affect women.
Oh, no. Did you know that men have breast tissue? They won't admit it, but they do.
Yes,
And
I did know that.
You did know that.
I did.
1 in 1,000 men ends up with a breast cancer diagnosis at some point.
That is shocking to me. I would not have thought it would have been that high of a number.
You know what the sad thing is for men is it's not a high enough incidence that they're recommended to go get a mammogram typically. So a lot of times they'll have a little lump and they'll be like, wonder what that is,
Yeah.
and not really have it looked at. So we see some later diagnoses sometimes on men than really should be. So hey, all you guys out there, if you've got a little lump and you're wondering what that might be, might not be anything, but you might want to go get that checked out by your doctor and let your doctor tell you that that's nothing to worry about.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. It seems like I remember that we did have a gentleman here in the community that was a newscaster, and he actually died from that.
It's really sad.
So it does happen, and it does happen locally. So
We've had 2 folks in the office this year that actually, I hate to say this, but the guys don't want to come into our office. They usually send their wives, and that's what's happened in both of these situations. But they're sure welcome. They're sure welcome in there.
Absolutely.
We would never do anything to make you feel uncomfortable, and we will not get on the radio and announce anything about your business.
No.
We keep everything confidential, and we are here to help any gender who's impacted by breast cancer.
yeah, and I can vouch for that because I was able to sit in on one of your meetings early on when I was trying to find out more about what you guys do, so I could do a better job of promoting your foundation. And that's one thing that they are very discreet about is even the cases that they look at don't have names or anything attached to them. It's just basic information, and they make decisions, based on the information that's provided as to what they can, how they can best help someone. So, even coming to the meeting and being a part of that, I had no idea, the identity of any of these people, but some of the stories and some of the situations that people have to go through are pretty devastating when this hits you. So I would just encourage anyone not to try and battle this alone. There is some help for you. Everyone that I've met in the foundation, the volunteers, the people that are on the committees, are all just very, very nice people. Very nice, very caring and concerned people. So I would feel comfortable referring anyone to you guys who is having an issue with that you make everyone feel very comfortable. So I think that's important as well. Sometimes, it's not easy to talk to someone you don't know about something like that.
Gosh, no,
Right.
people don't want to ask for help either.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
That's exactly what we're here for.
yeah. So
That's why we exist. So
absolutely, and you've helped so many people, and I'm just grateful that you guys are part of our community and are doing such good things for everyone. So,
Absolutely.
well, we're sure appreciative of you for helping get the word out there and all of your financial help with the wonderful fundraiser that you did this year with Spring Mountain Air.
you're very welcome. We were proud to do that for you guys. Did you have any questions you wanted to ask them today, Mark? You have been kind of quiet.
Well, I've just been taking all this in, because it is really interesting to me. Since the last time you guys were on, my awareness of breast cancer has went up because I've learned a lot from you guys. And, sometimes us guys, we don't pay much attention to things like that. But it really raised my awareness that, how much of an impact that it does have on people, have on family, the whole family, not just the person who has the breast cancer. I just want to thank you guys for what you're doing. I'm involved in several different organizations, in music, this, that, and the other, but you guys are at the top of the list, for what you do and the way you help people. It's just incredible. And I appreciate you bringing the awareness to me.
Well,
Oh,
it's
thanks, Mark.
we appreciate you saying that. It takes a whole community. It's
Absolutely.
not just us. It's all of us in this room and everybody out there that does their little part
Right.
to make sure that this burden is divided and easier for our community to manage. It's funny. You think about it. We are all so connected. When someone is not able to take care of their household bills because they're facing a major medical situation, then it's trickling down. It's trickling down to their
Right.
to their landlord or their mortgage
Sure.
lender, trickling down to the utility company, and that's bumping everybody else's rates up. Certainly, it's impacting their kids. If their kids are having difficulties, that's impacting the other kids. We are so connected on this, and
Right.
and it takes a whole community. So we appreciate everything that you guys have done.
You do.
Well, I encourage anybody who's listening to either, financially support you guys, volunteer, do what they can to help. And the fact that that everything that we do stays locally.
That's right.
And helps the people right here at home. That's a big thing to me, right
That's
there.
right. We do not ship any checks off to the mothership. There is no mothership. It is a small organization with one little office in downtown Springfield, and we try to keep it lean so that the bulk of every dollar goes back to the patient. That's very important to us.
Oh, yeah.
We pride ourselves on accountability and transparency. And if anyone has more questions on that, give me a call. They can come on down and we'll go over how those dollars are spent. We're at 862-3838.
And you say you have an office. Is there a place where people can actually just come and walk in and say, hey, I want to know more about you guys?
Absolutely there is. It's 330 North Jefferson.
Okay.
Now Jefferson's a one-way road, so you'll
Yep.
have to approach us from Chestnut Expressway, but we're there on the left-hand side in the O'Reilly building, in the same building as the Community Partnership and Daniel Powell Wesley Brewer.
Okay.
And I have been to their office, and they do run a lean ship. You come in and
It's a little bitty place, is what Mary's saying.
It is really small, which is okay, and they'll have several people working in one room, and so you can tell when you walk in that they really watch the pennies.
Yeah.
That they're not extravagant with anything at all.
Not a lot of foo-foo or anything.
no
you know.
foo-foo, no foo-foo.
we do not need that to do
No.
what we do.
No, they do not.
We have
So
pink. We don't need foo-foo.
there you
That's
go.
right.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. And something else we might want to bring up. I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but the licensing office
Oh,
here in Springfield.
Gosh, yeah.
Now that I learned about the benefit to you guys from getting your license renewed or your whatever it is you need to do through the DMV office, we are taking all of our business to them as well.
It's lovely.
That's
So you
great.
might want to
Thank
let
you.
people know about that. I bet there's some people who don't know that's available here in Springfield.
We actually do operate the Glenstone License Office. It's the only one we have, and it's at Grand and Glenstone, actually facing Grand.
Uh-huh.
It moved. If the Glenstone License Office used to be in that big blue shopping center, well, it's moved about a mile north to Grand and Glenstone, and we were successful in a bid to operate that under contract to the state of Missouri. And every time someone goes in and gets their vehicle titled or the paperwork done or their driver's license renewed, the foundation receives a small amount of that, typically somewhere in the $3 to $5 range. Well, we do an awful lot of those transactions, and at the end of the year, the net profitability from that operation comes back to support our patients.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet
See,
you didn't know that.
I didn't know that, No.
Well, now you know.
Well, gosh, Mary, thanks for asking.
Well, you betcha. Because I didn't know that either until I'd been visiting with you guys. And so I went back and talked to Paul about it and the guys at the office. And so that's where we transact our business now. I actually went down there one time, and I will tell you, everyone in there is so friendly.
Oh, thank you.
It is very friendly.
It's very friendly.
They even have a little bit of a shopping space or whatever. You can go get their T-shirts there if you want
Really?
to. That
Wow.
you could get
Okay.
some other things that are affiliated with the Breast Cancer Foundation that you can purchase there as well. But a very, very friendly office, great place to do your business, and you've got to go somewhere anyway.
That's
Sure,
you know,
you got that.
so-
Yeah, you can't get around that one.
And we don't charge you any extra. It's the
That's
same
correct.
cost no matter
It's
where
the
you
same
go. Mm-hmm.
cost. So if you have to renew the tags on your car, buy new tags for your car, whatever it is you need to do that has to do with anything a DMV office does, go down there and it's the same price, but at the same time, you get to help someone local in your community. And the people there are super, super friendly.
You know, we
So-
are blessed to have a really good crew over there. They're very knowledgeable. There
Yes,
are
they
many
are.
years of experience working under that roof.
Yes, they are, and was able to, there. And I was in there one time where someone was having a little bit of issue with their paperwork or whatever, and the people helping them was very helpful and just very. It was a pleasant experience, I'm sure, for that person. So.
Well, we know people don't look forward to doing that sort of
You
thing.
know,
No, that's
that is
not a fun
something-
thing to
yeah,
do.
that is something that we have all at one time or another just absolutely cringed the thought of, I got to go get a license, or you buy a new vehicle, what you have to go through and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a little more worthwhile. So I know where I will go now.
There
So,
you go.
yeah.
We
There you
appreciate
go.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, once again, thanks, ladies, for coming. We're hopeful that you have a wonderful, wonderful October, that you get a lot of support and a lot of participation from the community. Whether it is you want to participate in the event, volunteer, go get your license. I'm sure it's the end of the month. Someone's license has got to be due for renewal
right.
Oh,
today.
yeah.
That's right.
So-
You've waited. It's the
Maybe
last
mine.
day.
I ought to check.
A lot of times people want to wait till the last day. Well, today's the last
This
day,
is
so
it.
so run over to their license bureau and get that done today. But why don't you give out your contact information, your website and stuff again, so people can get that down if they need to contact you guys.
Our phone number, Mary, is 417-862-3838, and the website is bcfo.org. And if I could just say one last thing, Highland Dairy has a promotion going with us right now, and if you go out and like us, today is the last day, go out and like Highland Dairy. They will donate $1 for every like.
Oh my goodness, on Facebook?
Yes.
Now how simple
Yes.
is that?
Okay.
That is so simple, and send it off to all of your friends. Today's the last day, and we can just make this last push. And
Okay.
pick up a 4-quart of ice cream on your way home too. Today is the last day for that promotion as well. They return a percentage to us on that as well.
Okay, that sounds great. Now that's easy. Everyone
Oh yeah,
can do that.
yeah. My dad retired from Highland Dairy.
Is that right?
Yeah,
There you
and
go.
so
Good
man,
people
I
over
appreciate
there.
them
Yeah.
over there. Good folks.
Well, you're good
so.
people too.
Betcha.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done for Breast Cancer Foundation. Thanks to Spring Mountain Air for this wonderful promotion. We've enjoyed partnering.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
great. And I'm so excited about going to Hooked on Dance. I
Oh,
can't
we're
wait.
gonna have fun.
Well, I'm excited about the cruising for cleavage.
Yeah, I knew that's
Yeah,
what you were on.
you bet.
There's fun no matter what you're
No
thinking.
matter what, that's
something for everyone.
absolutely. Well, this is Home Repairs and Solutions. We're heard every Friday morning from 10 to 11 right here on AM 560 KWTO.